So I'm Laura for TV Serial, and today we are gonna talk with the main actors of Nuwa here at the Fringe Film Festival. So I would like to ask you, how it all started, and like from the very beginning when you started to know each other and decided to embark on this journey. So please, everybody, let's have a talk. So.
I'll start.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Do you want me to hold it? Okay. So basically, we met at East 15 Acting School, and she's in MA program, MA Acting, and we're in MFA Acting, but we had the first year all together. So that's how we became friends. And then later on in this year, we just graduated. Yay! And then from March, Chai was thinking she wants to bring another show to Fringe this year, because last year she was also here with another show. And then we said, wow, it is gonna be a really wonderful experience for us because we just graduated, and also we want to tell our own story, create our own show, and do everything, like try to do everything by ourselves. And we got on this journey and we're very happy about it. Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then, so like, we decided to write the show together. And then in our previous experience at school, we do devising. So devising is like a group of people, we create a show together. So everyone has a little part of their ideas in the shows. And then there will be a director to sort of like come across and then see like which part will be great to leave, which part we need to add more to that audience to understand more. So we invite the director that we met at the school. His name is Daniel Yok Lo, and then he's half Singaporean British, but like basically he born in British. And then so like he is our outside eye to see that how can we tell the story of Nuwa to be more accessible to the Western people.
Yeah. I got that.
Yeah.
So after we graduate, we done a London preview in London, and it's quite nice because this is my first Fringe, and I feel so nervous before I came here. And after the London preview, it's like everything's gonna go on. And for the first day, come to Edinburgh, just feel as it's like really overwhelming because it's like thousands of shows here, and lots of posters on the streets. It's just really new for me.
Yeah.
And before the London preview, we met Harry, and we invite her.
I'm not from E15, I'm from Central.
And we invite her to do our assistant producer and stage manager in Edinburgh to help us operate all the things.
Really cool. So, when you decided, to bring episode new one, and the fact that you call it the Last Human Project because it's actually, like the story of our lives, because it's how human race has become. more or
Yeah.
less. So I would like to ask you, what's the idea behind the Chinese mythology that you put at the beginning? Like the creation and all the, the story of how the world is created. So, like, tell us a little more. Like you said, to make Western people understand more, like mythology and stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I really like the fact that you were three. Yeah, and because it's also symbolic, but like it's very amazing to see how you collaborate together. And how did you write more in deeply the story? Like when you decide, okay, this is gonna be like 15-minute show, so how you gonna bring this thing to the public, bring the other thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So when we started to think about the project, we were actually thinking about, is there anything that we all want to talk about? So I guess the first thing we thought about was about being a female, and also thinking about our mothers, sisterhood, and everything relationship-wise. I think Niwa is a great starting point because she is literally the mother of all of our Chinese people. That's what we had in mind. She created human beings on one in the first place, and that's why we have this kind of
like skin or other yes, yellow wall. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. But I think in March, I'm doing a show in the school called Paradise Lost, and it's a show like talk about God. Yeah. Like, but it's really interesting. So we think about why we talk about the goddess that create the human, but not the God.
Yeah. Wait, why not the yeah sure. And then that's how we started to use the story of Nuwa, and then to think about how we develop into the last human project. I think I'm a little vague on that already.
Yeah, I think because at the moment they were at school and then I'm working already, so like come up with this idea. I keep thinking like because humanity, it's very interesting. We learn in our course we learn Shakespeare. This is what the UK are famous for.
Yeah.
And then but like when you look back to like Shakespeare time stories and you see that wow, the humanity, they just keep repeating their own mistakes. Like there's a lot of things already happened before, but it's still happening now. And then that's always the questions in my heart. Like seeing like so like are we able to really remember what the previous people done before? So then when back to the Nuance projects, I feel like I think this is a really ambitious project, and then it's also like a big idea, but then it's also like it's something like it doesn't have a correct answer. I think it just have to be if more people are more aware of it, are more seeing what like have awareness of like can we be kinder to each other, can we make this better, and then the world probably will be better. Probably. Not sure. Yes. So like, I like the ending to be open because then it give people a space to breathe and to questions. If it's you, if it's the audience, what would you do? Are there any way that you can make it better, or then do you have other opinion about all this system, all everything that happened in the world?
Yeah. Adding to that, I think it's also to reflect on what is going on in this world right now. There's so many, I would say, shit going on and it's really frustrating for all of us. And we try to think of something that might make people think after having a great laugh. So we wanted to not be just like teaching you, oh, you're going to do this and that, you're going to be nice, you're going to be appropriate. But the thing is like, after all that laughter and fun stuff, you gotta be serious to think about what should you do as a human being in this world to really try to make this world better. I think the message is, yeah.
And actually, you know, what's interesting for me is that you create a world because you have the Muddy Lolos that is, you know, like I find it very creative, even if, you know, it's something that you took from the mythology, like giving them a character and, you know, like specific traits, because there is the one that is assertive, the one that is more questioning, the one that is more demanding. So it's very interesting how you work on all that. So actually, you know, I think it's not easy to bring these themes, even if, you know, like it's needed, you know, like you said, like there is a lot of bad stuff going on, so it's very difficult also to express that artistically, because how can you do that, you know, like, so it was very nice to see that you have this feeling in the show, you know, that it's not a preacher, it's not something that I want to show you, but it's something that it's, you know, everybody can understand, even if it's a child coming to your show. It's also, I think, questioning, you know, all about the history. And I would like to ask you, you know, the interest also that you have beside theater that, you know, bring you together to, you know, choose this mythology part of the Chinese tradition, and not only that, but, you know, like what you hope you will get after the Fringe, like what are your expectations, like your hopes, desire, dreams, like we see the show, and all of that. to start?
Yeah. How about you?
Okay.
Go for it.
So for me, I'm going back to China after Fringe, like immediately. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it seems like I'm the only one in my course that not apply for the graduation visa here.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but I still like. I haven't planned it because I just want to rest for like several months. But I think in the future, I'm still want to be an actor and doing things about theater, and I hope like maybe I can come back with this show next year, doing Fringe again.
This is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Just see what the future is gonna like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I'm gonna stay in London and I think keep it developing as an actor, a creator, and hopefully I will, like, I'd imagine to have like system of work that can represent myself and the ideas that I believe in. So I do wanna. Well, I don't know. For me, I've always been wondering about death, and to answer that question, I guess there is one thing is to create and to kind of let people remember you, not you yourself, but your work, anything.
What you want to express?
Yes. So I guess it's just keep creating and then try to achieve that.
For me, I'm in the industry for a longer period of time, and then I think acting is really hard. That being a professional, like full-time actor is a dream that maybe one day something that will fulfilled, but maybe there will not, because they're just on 1% of actors they are fully rely on acting. Yeah, but like it's actually great. I never thought about it until I get to London, and I know like, oh, okay, I can create this, I can do this. Maybe I should shift my focus into not just being an actor, but being a creator as well, or maybe a producer, or like maybe more. So like I would like to explore that more, but I also like finding like what I can do alongside with what I like to do. Yeah, to like be survive, but also like do what the things I like, and then also spread the idea. I always thought about being an actor, the great thing about it is to share the story you want to share. And then no matter it's the minor stuff that can just like touch people's and then warm people's heart, or bigger questions like the show that we did. I think all of that is really valuable, and then I would like to do that in the future.
Yeah.
And actually, I was wondering about thing, maybe it can be a crossover question because, like, did you see Nina, the show? Yeah. And I was still reflecting on that, watching your show today. Yeah. So what I wanted to ask is that, like we are all from different backgrounds because I'm from Italy and I work in that kind of field. So, and how did you feel like this cultural blending? Like, did you feel when you bring a show to a new public that is not Chinese, do you feel understood? Do you feel like there is, participation that can be, like very, that even if a story is very personal, can be something that everyone can understood all over the world, like with like arts, in this case acting. And if it was difficult maybe for you at the beginning, like to get people involved in what you like, and also feel part of not only the society is like something that is not tangible, but part of a group.
So I think, well, we all know Shakespeare is universal, and I think for every actor and artist to create a story, we all have the same goal to try to make every human being understand our story. So I think to start from the beginning, our story is not created in a way that only Chinese audience will understand. It's actually for all kinds of people, and so we're not writing in a way that are very dense in cultural reference. So we're using actually I think pretty plain language, and also Actually, sometimes I think we adapt some British idioms to fit in. So it's more for the audience here, and also here in the Fringe. I think we have audiences from all over the world, from Korea, from Italy, from everywhere, and I think they all understood it and they really liked it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And actually, I don't know if you want to say
Yeah.
something more.
Okay.
Like, what I found interesting that did you put all together different elements of the theater, because you start with storytelling, that you are doing something that is with music, then like you can mix everything of like, even without knowing what specifically part of acting they are. I see that you do a lot of different stuff, and so I would like to ask you how you blend all these type of acting together, and if you have something specific that you are interested the most, and why for you, like, it's the powerful thing to tell that the stage in the story.
Yeah. Wendy, talk about your reps.
Well, at first, my dream is add a musical in the show because she learned musical.
Yeah, she is.
And she can sing really well. Also, I can sing, so I really want to add a musical in it. But when I write the script, I just feel like, this should be a rap. I actually don't like people add rap in the show because sometimes they just wanna quickly like end of the show and just add a rap to make themselves really cool and really good, and that's not good. I just feel like, because we are talking about the bad leader, that's why I want to use the rap, because that's not a good thing. That's different.
Yeah.
Just want to make fun of him. Yeah.
Kind of cliched.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, we really like adding movement into our story, and I think we're all actor movers, and so you see a lot of movement and a little bit of choreography in it, and I think we just like using our body to tell our story.
Yeah, I think also it tied really strongly with our training at East 15, because East 15 actors are known by that really good at the physicality, and then that's our training. We learn a lot of like different like animal study and different kind of movement to help us to get into all the characters. So also like devising, I think that's the beauty of devising, because then you get every special element of each person's. So like we all write a scene, we all write different scenes, and then it can start from a different place, and then we adapt from what we seen from others, and then adapt to ourselves to make it like sync. So I think that's why it's really rich, because there's all like little part of three of us.
Yeah. Elements. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard. How did you how much time did you take to have all the show, ready? Like for, like, I don't know, maybe the original one is a bit longer, or it's just crafted for the Fringe.
Okay. I feel like we were quite brave, but that's the same thing that I done last year. And then I still feel a lot of pressure about it. But like, we decided in February, end of February and March, like that's the time when we wanted to register. And so we need to do a marketing first. But like, and then we have some like brainstorming in between. So we collect some ideas as the time go. But we really sat down and write in June. Yeah. And so like, we really sat down like, hey, this is now we have to do, we have to write. So like we write a bit, we talk to our director to see like how this idea will like resonate to the Western culture, and then we keep doing it. And then we finish our script at end of June. We start rehearsing in July. And then we have our premiere at the 18th of July. And then we were like, okay, now I think we're ready. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's a bit risky, but
and
I guess we're trying our best.
Yeah, and also like Yeah, and also like we have a lot of support. We managed to find a lot of friends to help us, like the lighting design. She's an amazing girl from China. Her name is Sanli, and then also like the music design is a girl from Taiwan. Her name is Stella, and then and the photographer, Wenxing, and everybody's just helping because we were like, oh, we're really poor. We cannot. We're sorry, we cannot pay you. Probably we can't buy you a meal. We can exchange something that you would like. But they were like, yes, this is amazing, and then we're gonna help us. They're really supportive.
And that's why Harry
And that's
yeah.
yeah, yes. So
You know, like this is not easy to do. Like
No,
to encounter people and to bring them on your side. And
Yeah.
this is
yeah.
so cool. So I would like to ask you one last question. I think that is how you see the art world in general. Like, you know, like what do you think about maybe in the UK, what kind of interests people have towards the world of art? And I'm asking you that because, for example, in Italy, when you want to pursue like the art world, you are not actually you don't get the word artist or actor or dancer on your AD because it's not a real job there.
Oh.
So it's terrible. And I would like to ask you if when you arrived here, the feeling was different, and when you studied, actually you feel like this is a real world that I'm living in, and I'm expressing something that is powerful. Like you said in the show, actually, you know, we need poetry, we need the part that is imaginative for the people to have a progress. So that's what I was thinking about.
So basically, you're asking how do we feel about being an actor in here,
and if there is any difference, if you have traveled around, if you have noticed that some culture have the tendency to consider that
not as
more powerful or not.
Yeah. I think generally in Britain, like especially in London, everybody is quite inclusive. They are actually respecting you as an actor, as an artist, and they do think that you'll be doing a great job and you will be amazing, and they're really supportive in what you're doing. And that's how we feel in our school, because everybody is just like really cheering during our London preview.
Wow.
And always giving us great feedback, so we feel really grounded and supported. Yeah, so it feels really nice to be an artist here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think this is a question that I consistently ask because I sometimes when I stay in different country and being actor in different country. I've been in New York before, Shanghai. I'm from Taiwan, and then I'm in UK. I feel like recently I just had this conversation with my old friend, and then we were saying like because being actors and consistently working actor is quite hard, and sometimes when you like put that a weight that if you're saying like okay I'm an actor, and then it sometimes put on the weight on your shoulder, and then it makes you feel more precious than then that's not enjoyable anymore. And then so what my friend just gave me a really good advice saying like instead of thinking yes it's part of your job but it's not all of you, you can be everything. You can be an actress, you can be a producer, you can be pure artist, but you can also like work like in marketing or anything, because basically actor we learn we can do we have to learn to do everything. Yeah. And then so like she just told me like just say you actor is part of you, but like there's so much more of you as a character. I think that will make that will more easy to that other people that are not working in this field to more assess to you to understand, oh okay, now I get it, so you're not too different from us, and then we basically do everything. So yeah, that's her advice, and I found it's like really helpful. But like UK in general is really, because the industry is quite big. I mean like everyone has to have a surviving job and do an actor, but still like people were more familiar with this kind of job, I think, so it's easier than back in Taiwan and back in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I actually feel quite safe here, because I think they have a big industry and like a good system, because a lot of people's in the system, so they have to operate everything in the rules. So I feel quite safe on the stage. Like what happened on the stage, the people's gonna like lift me, and I will not feel dangerous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.